You talked about the long-term benefits of the child tax credit. You said that EITC and CTC increases a child's test score by 6 to 9% of standard deviation. Tell me more about the long-term benefits. I wasn't here for your live testimony, so tell me more about the long-term benefits for children.
Yes, Senator Casey, children benefit in numerous ways that we have been able to measure, although I think you're exactly right that some of the impacts are really best understood through these stories. But they benefit with higher earnings as adults and improved health, as Dr. Mitchell-Moore also testified, including longevity. We have reason to believe that they live longer because of these sorts of investments. When children are exposed to these sorts of cash supports, they're also less likely to have children as teenagers or young adults, and they're more likely to complete higher levels of education. And in turn, we know they do better in the labor market.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I know I'm almost out of time, but I don't want to go too far over my time because the chairman's been very patient with our time today. But last point I'll make is I know there was some debate here in the aftermath of the passage about the effect on jobs and somehow this would be a disincentive to work. Well, 2.2 million families in Pennsylvania, 2.2 million children, their families benefited in Pennsylvania. That's about 85% of the children in our state. We got about, I think it's 2.2 out of 2.6 if I remember correctly. So that passed, and yet today we have, I think, the lowest unemployment rate we've ever had. So I'm not sure that argument holds much water. But I think the one part that's missed in a lot of our states is my state is rural, at least by geography, but also substantial population. We've got about 3.5 million people that live in rural communities, 48 counties. And if I look at the list, and I'll just give you three or four examples. Here's in different geographic regions of the state: Crawford County, up just south of Erie in the northwestern Pennsylvania, rural county, 16,000 children. Fulton County, down by the Maryland border, a very small county, only has 14,000 people in it. 3,000 children benefited in Fulton County. Mifflin County, 9,000 children. It's a small population county, rural county, 9,000 children. Susquehanna County, up where I live, near Scranton, again, a rural county, not a big population, 7,000 children there. So this benefited children in low-income urban communities, small towns and rural areas disproportionately in a very positive way. But even in our suburban counties where sometimes people think families are better off, 70, 80% sometimes of those communities benefited as well.
The Federal Reserve is going to take further action. Officials have said that inflation is still too high and new steps will be taken to address the rising cost of living. And lawmakers have announced that direct payments worth $1,000 are set to be sent out to eligible households very soon. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the latest breaking news. Also, tomorrow and every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell acknowledged recent signs of cooling inflation, but said today that the central bank would be resolute in its commitment to its 2% mandate. In a speech delivered to the Economic Club of New York, Powell avoided committing to a specific policy path, but gave no indication that he was leaning towards a push higher for interest rates. As Powell spoke, future market traders erased any possibility of a rate hike in November and decreased the chances of a move even in December. He did acknowledge that progress has been made towards bringing inflation back down to a manageable level, but stressed attention in pursuing the central bank's goals. Jerome Powell said, "Inflation is still too high, and a few months of good data are only the beginning of what it will take to build confidence that inflation is moving down sustainably towards our goal. The speech comes with questions over where the Fed heads from here, after a series of interest rate hikes aimed at cooling inflation. In recent days, data has shown that while inflation remains well above the target rate, the pace of monthly increases has decelerated, and the annual rate has slowed to 3.7% from more than 9% in June 2022. After a short delay, Powell noted the labor market and economic growth may need to slow to ultimately achieve the Fed's 2% goal. Fed officials have been using interest rate hikes in part to try to level out a supply-demand imbalance in the jobs market. The Fed has raised rates 11 times since March 2022, for a total of 5.25 percentage points. Coming from the near zero level for the Fed funds rate, that has taken the benchmark rate to its highest level in some 22 years. In recent days, other Fed officials have said they think the Fed can be patient from here. Even some members who favor tighter monetary policy have said they think the Fed can halt rates. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on the current state of our economy? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. While the Biden administration's monthly child tax credit to help families with the cost of raising children has ended, multiple states are issuing their own versions of the child tax credit. Oregon is offering families a one-time tax credit worth up to $1,000 in 2024 for every dependent younger than 6 years old. The credit is fully refundable, meaning eligible taxpayers can receive the credit back as a tax refund. In 2021, the Biden administration announced an extension to the monthly child tax credit payments, increasing the maximum child credit from $2,000 per child to $3,600 per child younger than 6, or up to $3,000 per child ages 6 through 17. However, the expanded federal child tax credit expired in 2022. Oregon is one of at least 8 other states now implementing or revamping previous state child tax credits. Only Oregon households with children who are 5 years old or younger are eligible for the credit. In Oregon, households with children who are 5 years old or younger are eligible for the credit, meaning families with children 6 years old and up cannot partake. The credit will prioritize single parents or families with an adjusted gross income of $25,000 a year, and smaller credits are offered for families with incomes up to $30,000. Families who earn over $30,000 a year are ineligible. The bill was passed by Democratic-led legislature in June. It's known as the Oregon Kids Credit and will cost the state $37.5 million a year. This new credit expires in 2029, while a number of other states have implemented permanent measures. Democratic State Senator Winsby Campos, co-chief sponsor of the bill, has said, by providing support during a child's critical developmental years, the Oregon Kids Credit aims to address economic disparities and ensure that every child in Oregon has a strong foundation for life. So, dear friends, should every state provide child tax credits? Please let me know in the comments section below. Well, my greatest and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dearest friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed day.